Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaita Amritavarashinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadeshinim Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsha Charnu Ramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagat Gurum. Now, we will study, and in this session, today is the last class. We will study the Bhagavad Gita. We were studying the 5th chapter, and just today is Friday, today before yesterday, Wednesday, it was Gita Jayanti Day. All over India, here also, many people, they chanted the Gita right from the sloka 1 up to 700. All the whole Gita they chanted. And they think that Parayana, like this, if we read, that is sufficient. And 1,000 people they do, and they think that they have done as something very spiritual. But what is Gita for? Here it says that it Advaita Amrita Varshinim. It gives the knowledge of same-sightedness, knowledge of sameness. That if we really study Bhagavad Gita, then in that way you will get a wonderful idea that all are nothing but the same. How it will come? Today, in the last part of the 5th chapter, we will find very clearly Bhagavan is telling that. Now, after studying this, having faith in the words of the God, Sri Krishna, if we practice a little, accept those words are true, then can there be any differences? So this is the wonderful teaching that we will hear from the Bhagavad Gita. This is the Panchama Adhyaya, and it's called Sannyasa Yoga. I think we have already studied up to 15th. So in the 15th that we studied, Bhagavan is telling, Nadatte kasyachit papam nachaiva sukritam vibhuhu. Look at it. The God is telling, I do not give you any special blessings, or I do not curse you also. Nadatte kasyachit papam. Papam means the curses. I don't curse anyone. I don't bless anyone also. Then why God? Why should we go for the God to get the blessings from the God? Then ajnanena abritam jnanam. Abritam, covered, jnanam, knowledge, ajnanam, through the ajnana, ignorance, wrong knowledge. as because your knowledge is covered, you think you are having this thing from me and all that. God is doing, etc., etc. Why? Because of the knowledge is covered. Knowledge is all pervading. How it can be covered? Knowledge is Brahman. How that can be covered with a small part of the ignorance? Then it gives the example. If you have noticed that a small patch of cloud is covering the huge sun. The sun is so big, we cannot imagine standing over here. But a small patch of cloud is covering the sun and we cannot see the sun. Like that, your individual ignorance, what is that ignorance? I am this body-mind complex. This is the ignorance. So this is very special. This is very, very peculiar. And whenever we say I, subconsciously, automatically, we think that this body, we indicate this body. When I say I never mean somebody else. So that I, which is associated with this particular body and mind, so that is the ignorance. Then what is knowledge? If this is not knowledge, this is ignorance, what is the knowledge? Then the Lord is telling, 16th sloka, Jnanena tutaj jnanam yesham nashitam atmanah tesham adityabhaj jnanam prakashayati tatparam. Those ignorance is destroyed by the knowledge. Jnanena tu tad ajnanam. Ajnanam means ignorance. Ignorance means idea that I am this body and I am this mind. Ignorance. When that is destroyed by the knowledge, what is that knowledge? We will come to that. Then Esham nashitam atmanah, when that is destroyed by the knowledge of the self. Now, a word has been used, the knowledge of the atmana, knowledge of the self. The consciousness which is reflected, manifested in an individual soul is called Atman. And the same consciousness, when all pervading, that is called Brahman. It is too easy to understand in that way. Atman and Brahman, these are the two words again and again. The Vedanta, they quote, they use. The Brahman means the total consciousness. Atman means same consciousness reflected, not that a part of it, reflected on individual mind. That is called Atman. Even then, when an individual understanding this, that jnaneta tut ajnanam esham nashita atmanah, through the knowledge of the Atman, tesham adityabhaj jnanam prakashayati tatparam. Aditya means like the sun. That prakashayati reveals. How it reveals? That knowledge of theirs, like the sun, reveal the supreme Brahman. Now, the two words they have used, Atman, and knowing that Atman, like the sun, we get the complete knowledge of the Brahman. Now, the daytime, we see the light everywhere. We can see all things without the external help. Now we are using this particular light, electric light. When the daytime, everything is all illuminated naturally. You need not to bother about putting on another separate light. everything. But how that light is coming? From the sun. Similarly, when you come to know about the Atman and individual light, you know that this light, the source of this light, is the main source, that is Brahman. So it says, Jnanena tu taj ajnanam, that ignorance that I am this body-mind complex, not knowing that I am the part and parcel of that consciousness, when that is destroyed, nashita, that is nasha means destruction, destroyed. How? By knowing the Atman, by knowing that individual self, tesham, to them, adityavach jnanam, like the knowledge of the sun, prakashayati tat param. Param means the highest, the supreme Brahman. That knowledge, the supreme, that Brahman. Here, one thing we must remember, is not talking about God. It's not talking about anything individual. It's talking about Brahman. What is that Brahman? Consciousness, all pervading. And this consciousness is everywhere. Now in the 17th verse it says, Tad buddhaya stadatmanam tannistha tatparayanaha gacchanta punarabrittim jnana nirdhuta kalmasha. Kalmasha means the misdeed. Sometimes it is said as a sin. The conception of sin has come much afterwards. The wrongly we thought, wrongly we did. But the papam, you will find that papam, that conception has come much afterwards. Sometimes in Bhagavad Gita and other, the papa, nadate kasyachit papam, that papa has come. But the papa which is translated as sin, the conception of sin was not there. Mistakes were there. The human being, he commits some mistakes. The Swami Vivekananda, he is giving a wonderful statement. We travel from lower truth to higher truth, not from the wrong to truth. From the darkness you cannot go to light. From the lower light you can go to higher light. So that way it says in this way, tad buddhaya, those who have their intellect absorbed in that, T capital, that means that pure consciousness. Tat, that is the consciousness. Buddhaya, Buddha means intellect. This is the, here the human being is special. Why? Because its intellect are completely different from all other species, all other creatures. They are also having the intellect, but not like the human being. So that intellect, what is that intellect? Understanding what is wrong and what is right. Intellect is that which can discriminate between the wrong and the right, between the temporary and the permanent. So that is called intellect. Sometimes some people, they are constantly dwindling. Then one person has written to me, he was studying one subject for so many years, I think 5 or 6 years. And suddenly he has changed his course and telling, I am going to accept that one. See, the 5 years, all that training that he got is completely wastage. Not only money, time also. Suppose he joined the school in the 20 years or 22 years, now 27 like that years it has passed. Again he is going to try something. That's why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is telling, if you go on digging a little for the water and then giving up, thinking that there is no water, next, you go all over your life, you'll never get the water. So you have to decide, this I am going to do and I am going to do. So this is the way, tad buddhaya, buddhi means the intellect. It's not the information. Yesterday I was sitting somewhere and I was looking at I don't know which they were showing. Then the ladies and the people, they were all there. Someone is asking some question and he said these, and then immediately so many prizes. Then afterwards they are inviting them on the dais, and they went over there jumping, frisking, crying, so many things have happened. After that he told, then now if you say anything wrong, you are going to get the minus, this many. Achat. So 30,000 she, in the first chance, he won the 30,000. Then they asked her one question, wrong, okay, open that. Then minus 18,000, oh my God, anyway, something. Then afterwards, with a zero, big zero, she came down. So next man went with great hope that he will get them. Like this in our life also, constantly temptation is there to get the joy. So we jump on something. If I go to this, if I do this, I am going to be successful, I am going to be happy. And after reaching over there, we find, no, it is all gone. And this way, life after life. So what is the reason? The Gita will be dictating, Gita will be teaching. Kama esha, krodha esha. This kama, this desire, constantly within the mind that you have got so many things. I think I told you before, you remember, the one gentleman, he was a very good devotee, I knew him very well, and one day he came to meet me in a center. I was there in the school, much away, far away from Calcutta. And he came over there with his daughter. He introduced me, this is my daughter, and all right. Next morning, his daughter rang me from the hotel, Swamiji, my father has left a small note that I should contact you and I should go back. And why? Because he has gone for committing suicide. I thought, committing suicide? Oh my God. So, but don't worry, he has chosen a very bad area to commit suicide. Because in Purulia, there is no water, so there is no chance. Big ponds are there, but no water. You won't be able to. Trees are there, very few trees, very dry land, few trees, and there is also not much of leaves. So if you are trying to do something, all the villagers will come and stand, what you are doing, sir? Shall I help you? Like that they will say. So there is no chance, no peace to commit suicide. And if you go and lie down on the tracks on the rail line, and that at that time when I was over there, it was only one train in the whole day it will come, and when, nobody knows. It depends on, maybe the yesterday train will come today, like that it goes. I told the say, please come, don't worry, I will take care. But then I told afterwards to that gentleman, you chose a very bad place to commit suicide. Why? What is the reason? Why? He was a very big officer. He was having everything. The only thing, the last post, in our country, the supreme engineer or some big post, that was the last position in his career he was supposed to get, but the political influence, this, that, something happened. His junior was promoted, superseding him. And that was I have to look back. God has given you so many successes. 99 successes in your life. Your brothers, look at them. Are they all engineers? Are they all successful like you? Are they all having the houses and the car and the beautiful family, wife and daughter, and also big bank balance? Everything God has given. Only that post for that 2 years or 3 years, that's all. And for that you are going to commit suicide? This is the thing, intellect. Of course, afterwards he understood, and I told jokingly, hey, without consulting with me, you have gone for committing suicide. I also planning, so we will sit together, plan nicely and go. But before doing that, why not have a nice food? Because that is the last time. Come. He was hungry from the morning, he was traveling. I called the police, local police, and I told, so is a person from Calcutta. Usually in the morning they will be having a white dress and the pajama Punjabi. So, and maybe he's a chain smoker, must be smoking over there before the death as maximum cigarette possible. So go and catch him. And they brought him. So the India, it is very easy. So that way, then afterwards I was telling him, intellect God has given you. Don't misuse it. Use it properly. How? The guidance of the Gita, scripture. So this scripture is teaching you tad buddhaya stadatmana tannishtha tat parayanaha gacchanta punarabrittim jnana nirdhuta kalmashaha. 17. Now let us chant that. Tad buddhaya stadatmanam tannishtha tatparayanaha gacchanta punarabrittim jnana nirdhuta kalmashaha. This kalmasha, all this will be completely clean. Those who have their intellect absorbed in that, his self is that. Self means his whole mind is constantly thinking about that consciousness, all pervading consciousness. His self is that, whose steadfastness is in that. He is not deviating here and there, sometime here, sometime there. No. In one line he is going on telling, this is my goal and I am going to reach over there. So that steadfastness is there, whose consummation is that ultimate thing, and then impurity is cleaned by the knowledge. They attain to non-return, means moksha. He will never come back. Come back to where? To this life. The moment there is life, there is death. And when there is death, another life. So it goes on circling, circling, circling. So Buddhism, Jainism, Hinduism, and all that came based on the Vedanta and Veda and that knowledge. They all accept that rebirth theory, reincarnation theory. And when the reincarnation means, you have to accept karma theory. What is the karma? The action is not only physical action, it is mental action also. And bachika, through words also, you are performing the. So someone has come, he is morose, and I tell the truth, oh no, you are not going to leave because I am a doctor, I can see death like that. It is terrible. You have to inspire him. Similarly, the bachika, you should not say anything wrong against anyone. And in giving the impression in such a way so that the other people are influenced and taking the wrong way. So that is a karma. I am afraid about the reporters. They are constantly reporting in such a way and creating all these type of ideas in the minds of the ordinary people. That's terrible. So that is the reason Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna never used to read the newspaper. Why? They are not telling the truth, so I won't touch it. So he was extreme. So this is not possible for us, but we have to utilize our intellect to understand what is good and what is bad, what I should do and not. Only one thing always we have to fix. I am not going to harm anyone. I am not going to create any problem for others. Why? because God is residing in every being. I should not do anything like that. I have the self-confidence, but I should not be proud, telling I only know this, etc., etc. So, through Bhakya, through your words, no wrong should be done. Why? Constantly remembering God is there. If I hurt anyone, then the God is suffering through him, in him. And the mental work also same way, and physical work, of course, we have to restrain. So these are the three things we should always control. And then what will happen? You are getting the moksha, mukti. You are free from the circle of birth and death, birth and death. But those who have understood the folly of this life, for them it is. Those who think that we are very happy, let them continue. Those who have understood that again and again we are coming, having some body, and then all these problems are going on, tension, this, that, I like to be free from that. Immediately you will go, and then you are giving the example in another, and 18th. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gabi Hastini Shuni Chaiva Swapa Kecha Pandita Samadarshinaha. This is a wonderful word, Samadarshi, the same-sightedness. The ultimate of all religion is same-sightedness. The Lord Jesus could not curse those people, those who were killing him. Why? The same God. That is called Samadarshi. One of our great sage, when he was preparing the chapatis, the rotis, handmade bread, then suddenly a dog came and took one or two and he was running. The sage started running at the back of the dog, telling, oh Lord, I have not applied the ghee. Wait. Can you imagine? And then another time it so happened that one person came and stole something from a sage. And when he was secretly going, he came to know about the presence of the thief, and he told, sir, please wait. I have a very good blanket. I kept over here, I will give. But the man, he is a thief. Naturally, he jumped out and he was running. But the sage also, immediately he took that blanket and he was chasing. No, wait. Of course, villagers came and hold that thief and told, what is the matter? Why you are carrying all those things? Then the sage came and told, it is my God who gave me all these things. It is now the God who is taking away all these things. But he forgot to take this one. This is the best one that I am having. The new blanket, I like to give it to him. Samadarshi. Can't see fault with others. That particular thief became monk afterwards. And he met Swami Vivekananda when he was traveling in India and told him, I was a thief and this thing happened. It's called Samadarshitva. Samadarshi means same-sightedness. If anyone, in the name of religion, differentiate, he is not a religious person. No. He has done nothing. No first step has been taken towards religion. So that's why Swami Vivekananda gave a wonderful sentence. Each and every one should remember, religion is a process that makes a brute unto man, man unto God. And people are blaming religion. Those who are not understanding religion, they are propagating religion, it is their fault. The people should understand this, Samadarshitva, and this is the importance of Bhagavad Gita. Yesterday I was talking with the Purdue University students, Wednesday, and they told Swamiji, can you please tell something about Bhagavad Gita? I told this. I told the Gita is very clear about the goal of the religion, the spirituality. What is the spirituality? They always talk about spirituality. What is the spirituality? Ultimate goal of the samam bonum of religion. What is that? Samadarsitva. Those who are reading the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, at this moment the last time we were studying, someone was singing a song where the word Samadarshi came. Immediately Sri Ramakrishna went into great ecstasy, repeating Samadarshi, Samadarshi, same sighted, same sighted. So what do you see? Only God and nothing else. Only consciousness, Brahman, and nothing else. And there is no differentiation. The man, woman, rich, poor, this jati, that jati, nothing. And you look at it in the name of same religion, in the name of our scripture, all they are carrying a Gita, Bhagavad Gita, and fighting with others. This is the really completely opposite thing that they do in the name of religion. When the knower of the self look with an equal eye on a Brahmana, the Brahmana endowed with learning and humility is not just by birth a Brahmana. The Brahmana means that person who is learned, at the same time he is humble. We have to remember this word. When the God is using any word with a particular purpose, if your knowledge gives you egoistic thing, then you are not a knowledgeable person, particularly spiritual knowledge. The spiritual knowledge, if you are having, and at the same time you are having the ego, then you are not at all anything. One person used to live along with Sri Ramakrishna, just outside the room of Sri Ramakrishna. And he was a very learned person. He used to think, and people used to think too. He used to read all the Sanskrit scriptures. And for Sri Ramakrishna, nothing. So he used to tell others, hey, why you are going to that person? He doesn't know anything. He simply says something, but look at me, so many books. I am reading all these books. What happened? He didn't get anything. Then ultimately Sri Ramakrishna blessed him. The ultimate knowledge, that is humility. How? Because I know nothing. The knowledge, it is such a big ocean, unfathomable, unmeasurable. And I have taken only a little water from that ocean. How can I be egoistic telling I know everything? Whether some people they say God is like this, God eat only these. Wrong thing. How do you know that God is like that? So this should not be like this. You know, when I go to some devotee's house, they are not very much acquainted with me, and they will contact some of the other devotees who knows me, and thinking that they know everything about my food choice and all that. Acha, what Swamiji is liking, and then they will give them their big list. Swamiji likes this. How do you know that? I like many other things also. I told, don't ask them, because I will tell what I like. Because they will give something else, some other idea. In one time, I liked some food, so I was eating that. It doesn't mean that I will eat that all the time, all through my life. And the one of our Swamiji, you know that ours is a group, particularly in Ramakrishna Mission, Indian centers. There are 20 Swamis, Brahmacharis, so many monastics. The rules are there, system is there. Otherwise, how will you know? Right time, you have to come and sit for food and all that. Cooks are there, they will be cooking, and one person is in charge, he knows what will be. But the idea is, you have to tell. what are the things you will eat. So they will come and tell you, these are the things. And you say, no, this I won't take, that I won't take, only give this. From the next day onward, the cook will bring only those things. So one Swami who used to sit by my side used to give everything, give everything. Then he used to give the plain plate, and he used to take out all that, leave it, keep it. I told him, why you have taken everything? Well, you don't know. Once you say that I won't eat, next day if you like to eat, they won't give. They will come and say, yesterday you didn't eat, why you are today eating? So, like that, every day they should know I may eat or may not eat. So, it is my freedom. So, like that, the God is also telling, you do not know whom I really like. Each and every one are the same. A person, in the eye of the society, he is a downtrodden person whom the people will give food throwing. Even today they are there. In some of our places in India, they will never touch them, they will never look at them, and they are not allowed to enter into that particular locality where so-called higher caste are living. What is the higher caste? If you are constantly thinking about the physical comfort of the body, what? The newses are coming, even the teachers, they are behaving very badly with their very little girls and students, their own students. Are they really educated people? Can they claim that I am a Brahmana? And to look at this type of people, if there is any sin, it is sin. To live with those type of people or feeding them or helping them, if there is any sin, that is sin. The sin doesn't mean only what your birth, it is your thought, the purified thought, how it is, samadarshitva. This is the uniqueness, this is the beauty. Now, if you are samadarshi, what will happen? In the 19th verse, it says, Ihaibatai jita sargo Esham samme sthitam manaha nirdosham hi samam brahma tashmat brahmani te sthitaha na prahishet priyam prapya no dijet prapya cha apriyam sthira buddhi asammudho brahmavid brahmani sthitaha. See the 19 and 20 verse, now it gives the who has realized God. There's some people, they come and they claim, self-claim Bhagavan, God. The one gentleman shamelessly he was telling, I was in Samadhi in Himalaya, now I have come down and come to Chicago. Who asked you to come here? But anyway, he has come down. All people are looking at him. Here the people are courteous. So they didn't ask any question, they didn't say anything. And he is thinking everybody is believing it. Unnecessary. You need not to say that. You need not to declare. Your behavior will show it. You know, in India, many of you may be remembering, our buses are crowded. The people behave, good people. Because of the crowd, because of the situation, they behave a little roughly and all that. So they write on the body of the buses, your behavior is your identity. Be careful. If you are behaving wrongly, what people will think about you? So be careful. So the behavior only. It says, Ihaibatai jita sargo yesham samme sthitam mana, whose mind is resting on the equality. So naturally, this is sargo, this particular world, this phenomena, you have overcome, you have controlled. But that is exactly what the Buddha is telling. Atma Deepo Bhava. Why thinking about God? Why thinking about heaven? Why thinking that after going over there what will happen or not? Don't worry about that. The only thing that you should be careful, that here and now you are happy. Here and now this life you should enjoy. Shankaracharya is also telling, Jivan Mukti Sukha Prapti Hetabe Janmadharitam. This human birth only to enjoy this. Totally free, at the same time I am in this world. I am in everything, but I don't belong to anything. How? Padmapatra ibambasa, they say, Padmapatra, on the leaf of a lotus, big lotus. There, drop of water, it is there. It cannot touch. It cannot make weight, that particular leaf. It is all pure as it is. Similarly, I am in the world, I am going everywhere, I am meeting with everyone. But at the same time, the world is not coming into me. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna used to tell, let the boat float on the water, but water should not go into the boat. All what is there, enjoy it, no problem. But you should not be attached with all these things. Oh, I need this, I need that, etc., etc. Then you are going to suffer. So, ihaibatai jitasyargo yesham samme sthitam mana. Whose mind is in the balance, relative existence has become conquered by them. The sarga, the sa, bapala, that with the boa, that is called the heaven, swarga. This is sarga. Sarga means this earth. Swarga, sarga. This is only sa. So see, that wa is not there. So that is the reason it is not the heaven, it is this earth only. Swami Vivekananda also, in a very bold statement he is telling, I don't believe in that religion who says that I will give you peace in the heaven. No. Here and now you should give the heaven. I can't believe, accept that religion which cannot give happiness to the orphans. So that type of religion, here, now. This is my life. All through my life I am suffering and thinking that when I go to heaven, I will enjoy. Why? Whatever has come, I am very happy. Constantly you have to tell in that way, I am very happy. Look at so many other people. They have not got many other things. 1 or 2% suddenly you see that so many things are happening for him. So what is there? I don't care. I am satisfied with my thing. So this is the way. Ihaiva, they, jita, they conquer swarga, this earth, this situation. Nirdosham hi samam brahma tashmad brahmanite sthitaha. Since Brahman is even and is without imperfection, therefore they indeed rest in Brahman. The rest in Brahman means consciousness. All the time, very, very conscious. Some people came and told Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna that there is a person, he is very learned. He had read so many scriptures. He can memorize, he can just quote from the Bhagavad Gita, from this, from that. Sri Ramakrishna immediately told, can you please take me to that person? He was not at all thinking, oh, I am also here the religious person, and why people should appreciate him, why they should, nothing. I was so curious to go to him. Please take me there, take me there. And he went. Most of the time, those people, after talking to this Sri Ramakrishna, who never read any scripture, but realized the God within himself, that truth, they understood, and most of them, they said, we have only read, but didn't understand anything. Forget about realization. And it is you, by seeing you, we can have faith in the words of the scripture. When the scriptures say that there is the tranquility, it is possible if you can practice this way, and we see you, Sri Ramakrishna, and we believe in that. So it is nothing like that. Why? Because we know what we are doing. So that is the way. Nirdosham hi samam brahma na prahishet priyam prapya na dijet prapya cha priyam sthira buddhi asammudho brahma ved brahmani sthitaha. This is the test of a religious person. He is resting in Brahman with intellect steady and without delusion. The knower of Brahman neither rejoiced on receiving what is pleasant, nor grieveth on receiving what is unpleasant. The pleasant and unpleasant, not everything is same to Sri Rama, same. The Sri Ramakrishna's life again, the Jamindar, the landlord, he used to worship Sri Ramakrishna as living God. When he passed away, Mathur Babu, Mathurnath Bishwas, his son Trilokanath became the master. By mistake, Trilokanath told, another Brahmin was there, and he was not, that master was not happy, the young master, told, ask him to go away from my property. But the person whom he told by mistake came to Sri Ramakrishna and told, the master is asking you to go away. Sri Ramakrishna told, me? Go and ask him. Are you sure? He told, yes. Then after 2-3 times, okay, Sri Ramakrishna told, okay. He just took one piece of cloth, extra cloth, and then started walking. Without complaining, without going to that master, without verifying anything. Oh, he doesn't want? Okay. So he was going. Luckily for him, the young master, he saw that the Sri Ramakrishna is going away. So he came running and he begged pardon. It is not you. I mentioned somebody else, but the messenger made a mistake. Okay, is it? Then he came back again. So that is called Samadarshi. Very, very difficult. It is not so easy. One person was abusing Sri Ramakrishna. He was drunkard. And Sri Ramakrishna was telling, why you are talking all this nonsense to me? Others, they were so angry. They were about to beat that person. Why he should? Sri Ramakrishna told, don't do that. Don't be angry. He is a great devotee. So that's why afterwards you will understand that. So this is called Samadarshi. They can see the heart of each and every one. Now, the 21. Baiha sparsha asakt atma bindat atmani yat sukham sabrahma yoga yuktatma sukham akshayam asnute. Attain. Asnute means attains. What? Now it is telling, with the heart unattached to external object. In the Hinduism, particularly in Vedanta, this is most important thing. This world that we see, made of 5 things: Rupa, Rasa, Shabda, Sparsha and Gandha. Then some people, if you go and tell them some nice words, they are so happy. Maybe just you are telling them, Sir, you are so wonderful, and your voice, your song, your these, your that, they are very happy. Then one of our Swami was there. He was putting on weight. If anybody goes and tell him, hey, you are putting on weight, why? He'll be so angry with him. he won't give anything. But the other Swami, in-charge Swami was there. If he says, give him some sweets, he has come, he will give from the below, from the fridge, the below. They used to keep all the old the things. Because he is not happy with him. We understood that. We were young. So we noticed that if you are telling him that you are putting weight, he is angry and he is giving from there, which is not very tasty. And if you go and tell, Swamiji, what you are eating and how you are reducing so much, do you really think, oh yes, last week I came and after that you are so, come, then he himself will go and best sweets will come. So, so people are, some weaknesses are there like that. So here it says, with the heart unattached to external object. I am giving a different example just like that. Some people are always happy with this type of thing, external object, shabda. When the shabdas are very, that you like to listen, you are listening, you are happy. Sparsha, same way. Drishya, same way. Like the Rupa, Rasha, Sabda, Sparsha and Gandha. If you are liking those things, you are very happy, but they are all temporary. So that is the reason a man of knowledge should not be attached to all those things. Why? They are all changing. A beautiful flower, after 3 days, it dries down and becomes very ugly. I think where I saw one picture, a very famous Hollywood actress, one young lady, she wanted to have a face like her. And she had 30 times operations on her face. Terrible condition. And I really feel, oh my God, now, previously what was there, it was wonderful, must be. But now it is terrible. After spending, why? Attachment to beauty. Wait and see. After another 20 years, this famous lady also will become like that. So it always changes. Why you have to think that this is going to be permanent? So this is the buddhi. Now let us complete quickly. Ehi samsparsaja bhoga dukkha yonaya evate adyanta banta kaunteya nate shuramate buddha. Since enjoyments that are contact born, enjoyments that are contact born. So when our chakshu, karna, nashika, jiva talk, these 5 senses going out, coming in contact with some of the objects there, and then I am getting the pleasure, and this is pleasure and misery, bringing an end. So therefore, O son of Kunti, Sri Krishna is addressing the Arjuna, a wise man does not seek pleasure in them. Shaknati haibaya shodum praksharira bimakshanat kama krodha udbhavam begam sayukta sasukhi naraha. He who can withstand in this world, before the liberation from the body, the impulse arising from lust and anger. The impulse that is arising from lust and anger. So one time Sri Krishna is telling Arjuna, there are only 2 enemies. Don't think others are enemy, anything is enemy. Only 2 things are enemy. Mark it. Kama esha, krodha esha. That's all. Your desire, and when the desire is not fulfilled, then your anger. These are your enemy. the one who can control that, then he becomes a very, very happy person. Yovanta sukha antarama tatha antaryotirevaya sayogi brahma nirvana brahma bhuta adhigacchati. The adhigacchati, he gains, he receives. What is that? Now, as a repeating the same thing in different words, this is the speciality of the scripture. They go on repeating the same thing. And why? Because sometime you will understand it. As because it is very difficult to understand and much difficult to practice. So it goes on giving the impression on your mind, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. So whose happiness is within, whose relaxation is within, whose light is within, that yogi alone, becoming Brahman, gain absolute freedom. Now, whose happiness is within? So we always think that what will happen to us if we don't get the friends or the relatives and these and that. What is happiness? Within the heart. When you are all alone, no one around, that is the time you must dive deep within and try to see, I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am not the senses, I am the Self Supreme. Just go on practicing. Then you will find the great joy. The joy is within, and then that is the relaxation. The one of our Swami, the direct disciple of Swami Vivekananda, Virojananda ji, used to say, if one can meditate only 1 minute perfectly, he doesn't need sleep. He was so much relaxed, and it becoming the Brahman. Let us, I have to finish quickly. Labhante Brahma Nirvana Mrishaya Sheena Kalmashaha Chinnadvaida Yatatmana Sarvabhuta Hite Rataha. This is a wonderful way he is telling the Rishi, the seer, who has realized this. Now, Labhante Brahma Nirvanam. He has realized that Brahman, with imperfection exhausted. Now, there is no doubt about the joy of Brahman, and all his imperfection has been removed. Many of you may remember Swami Vivekananda is giving the definition of the knowledge. What is knowledge? Is the manifestation of the perfection already in man. What is the perfection? Brahma Jnana. And when you get that Jnana, what is that Jnana? Consciousness pervading everything. All the bodies, different names, different forms that we see are only the outer things. But inside, that is the consciousness. So when it comes to that, doubt dispelled, senses controlled, engaged in the good of all beings. This is very important. After realizing the God, what he should do? Automatically, they are engaged for the good of all. The Jesus, he could sit in one corner. He realized the God, he could talk to him. Sri Ramakrishna, sitting in one corner, he could talk to Mother, the Kali, and he could enjoy that life. No. He is asking the devotee, will you invite me? I like to go to your house. Why? So look at it. Sometimes his direct disciples, they used to feel embarrassed. Why he is asking for invitation to go over there? Then he will say, he himself will say others, hey, I am going over there, you also come. And then he will ask that gentleman, invite all father. He will bringing them and then talking about the religion. That is the main idea. Not to visit that person, not for the food, not to keep touch or develop contact with people. Only to give them this great idea that you are divine. And he does this way, good to all being, the Rishi obtain absolute freedom. Kama krodha bijuktanam yatinam yatachetasam avito brahma nirvanam vartate viditatmanam sparshan kritva bahirbahyam chakshu abhyantare bhruvoh pranapano samo kritva nasabhyantaracharino yatendriya monobuddhi muni moksha parayanaha vigatecha bhaya krodho yasada mukta evasaha bhoktaram yagyatapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram sruhidam sarvabhutanam gyatva mam shantimicchati. Om Tatsaditi. Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Sannyasa Yoga Nama Panchama Adhyaya. So, Archana will remind me, please. The next when we will start the class, we will begin with this. This is a meditation process, Vedantic meditation. So, remind me about the Vedantic meditation. Next class we will start with this. And this Bhagavad Gita, this is the Brahma Vidya, highest jnana, highest knowledge. And this is the yoga that lastly the Lord is teaching us the meditation, yoga. And this is the dialogue between the Krishna and the Arjuna. And this dialogue is formed as sannyasa yoga. Sannyasa means giving up. Nyasa means giving up. So we are giving up what? Ego. If you give up the ego, that's all. You need not to give up everything what you are having and then, no, not like that. It's only ego if you can give up, then. So that is in the Panchamodhyaya. So again we will start with this. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudramaruta Stunnanti Divyai Stavai Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadai Gayanti यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थित तद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम तत्सत्।